And at the end of this USSBA trip that we did, we ended up placing 10th out of 140 bands by the time we finished the season. So it was a great day for us, for Laverne High School, going out a larger class, going up against larger bands. I mean, Saudi Daisy had 150 plus people, and for us to be able to hang with them was a great statement for Laverne.
It is with great pleasure that Mr. Simpson, Mr. Freitag, and the band seniors present Mr. Daniels, the 5A Open 2006 Tennessee State Championship banner.
The Castle in Bristol, Tennessee was a great way to end our season. The stadium itself, I mean, it goes very well with our show, kind of that gothic, old look. And it goes, I mean, Nightmare Before Christmas has that castles or old buildings falling apart. Great stadium, really cool effect for our show. The wind was a big factor for the color guard because, you know, catching and spinning and tossing the flags or the sabers. I mean, it takes a lot. I mean, when whatever equipment they're using is up in the air, I mean, wind takes over. But they did a great job of adjusting for the descent, catching it, and executing the show.
In Group 5, winning the caption for percussion, Laverne.
Kids that performed very well there, and you know, scored third in our class, and I believe fourth overall out of 16 bands again. And you know, they did a great job. It was a great way to end our season. They had a very challenging show.
the Laverne High School Marching Band Seniors. Thomas Essen, currently one of 2 drum majors for the Laverne High School Marching Band. Escorted by Dana and Jeremy Russell.
Give her a kiss on the cheek. Congratulations. All right, get out of here.
I'm going that way.
That way.
Okay.
Alyssa Ernie, currently one of 2 flute section leaders for the Laverne High School Marching Band.
Congratulations. Thanks for a great 2 years.
Katie Allen, currently one of 2 flute section leaders for the LHS Marching Band, escorted by Joe and James Allen.
Wow.
Elizabeth
Go figure with
Sherman,
my memory.
a member of the LHS flute section, escorted by Rita and Kevin Shermer. Lindsay Miles,
Thomas.
a member of the LHS flute section,
Thomas.
escorted by Tanner and Greg Olivet.
You were a great 1 year. Oh, you just go that way. Thank you.
Cassandra Clark, currently one of 2 clarinet section leaders for the LHS Marching
on the
Band,
rose.
escorted by
Give her a
Tricia
kiss.
and Matt Clark.
Give her dad a
Mark
kiss.
Clark.
Thank you. Wonderful. Oh my God. Congratulations. Thank you for 3 great years.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Destiny Petway, currently one of 2 saxophone section leaders for the LHS Band.
Wave to your brother. Thank you for a great 3 years. Rumors.
Brett Boutier, currently one of 2 saxophone section leaders for the marching band, escorted by Cheryl Boutier.
Give him on the road.
Trisha Groom,
Someday. Christmas.
currently the mellophone section leader for the LHS marching band, escorted by Patricia Meek and David Groom. Kyle Markham, currently one of 2 trumpet section leaders for the LHS band, escorted by Sherry Markham. Randy Wall, principal second trumpet for the marching band, escorted by Amanda and Johnny Wall.
Great this past 3 years. Really good.
Joe, currently the low brass section leader for the LHS marching band, escorted by Brenda and Stephen Joe.
Give your mom the flowers. Son of God, give her a kiss on the cheeks. Kiss your dad. Oh, shake your dad's hand. Thank you for a great 3 years. You've been outstanding and a unique individual.
Philip Elliott, number 2 for the LHS marching band, escorted by Janice
Don't
and
look
Mike
like you're
Elliott.
walking. Ed says that. Thank you very much.
Spencer Taylor, tenor 3 for the LHS band, escorted by Donna Taylor.
Thank you. It's been a great this past 3 years. I've enjoyed having you.
Blake Gunter, brass 6 for the LHS band, escorted by Kimberly and Dwayne Mosley.
Shake his hand. Wave to the sister. Or, thank you.
Johnny Hagewood, guard captain for the LHS color guard, escorted by Ann and Gary Hagewood.
The last of the Hagwoods.
Brittany Owens, guard captain for the Laverne High School color guard, escorted by Rachel and Farron Owens.
I tried to do it the guard for an outstanding student.
Okay.
Thank you.
Brittany Williams, a member of the LHS color guard, escorted by Rachel and Dwayne Williams.
Give your mom flowers. Give her a kiss on the cheek. Love from Bob. Give your dad a kiss on the cheek. Thank you for everything you've done this year in the color guard.
Jessica Ryerson, a member of the LHS color guard, escorted by Vivian and James Ryerson.
Thank you for everything you've done. You've been an outstanding member of the color guard.
Bianca Gardner, a member of the LHS color guard, escorted by Theodore Gardner.
You've done this year for color guard. You've been an outstanding student.
Blake Scribner, manager for the LHS marching band and a member of LHS's ROTC program, escorted by Kathy and Scott Hopkins Smith.
I will miss their playing abilities, obviously,
I will miss their personalities because each one of them was totally different. I'll miss the 4-year contribution they've made to the program.
I'm going to miss every single one of them because without our seniors, consequently, this is the last senior class that had Mr. Morgel. Generally, we lose a lot of the seniors because of a director change. But these guys stuck it out, gave me a shot, and I can't think of a senior class that I've ever taught at Harpeth or here that's had to go through so much and has accomplished a lot. This season could have been Laverne's weakest season because of not only growing by 30 more people and moving up a class, but we had a lot of logistics that we hadn't had to deal with in the past. Primarily show-wise, having backdrops factored into the drill. But the students did an outstanding job of putting the show together, which was probably one of the most challenging shows since the Pat McPhee show. Executing the show, marching up to 185 beats a minute, and placing consistently high in contests where they are in a larger class. I mean, overall, this season, to me, was better than last season, even though we don't have a sweepstakes win. But we were in a class that was more competitive than any classes or any contest we were in last year. And consistently, our students placed and defeated a lot of other bands who placed higher. So this year was an outstanding year. From percussion having a very challenging book this year, to the Winds, who had a more challenging wind book than ever, to the Winter Guard, who not only had a second guard instructor come in midway through the season, but had work that pushed them all the way to the end of their season.
Again, I think we've risen to new heights this year in the percussion program. Without a doubt, I think we've put the best drum line, and I say that all inclusively, that's front ensemble and battery. I think we've put the best drum line on the field this past year that probably has ever been at a Laverne High School or in a Laverne High School program.
And to top it all off, at the Chattanooga contest, not only did we win the championship for our class, but we also were one of the highest placing bands in the USSBA that day. In order for a marching band season to be successful, you have to have a lot of people to make it happen. Number one, the students. I want to thank every single one of them for not only pushing themselves during band camp through one of the hottest band camps we've had in a while, but pushing themselves through the season when we got tired. And at times, the drain of the season was apparent, but they pushed through, they persevered, had a great season. I want to thank the parents who bring them every day, who drop them off, who support them, who come in and just pitch, give that hand out there to help get uniforms off. Without parents, this would be very difficult. And I want to especially thank my booster program this year. They have set up fundraisers that are not only profitable, but sometimes are really fun. And setting up logistics such as transportation for the trailers, making sure food for the kids. I want to thank Ms. Dryden, who provided excellent dinners and lunches for all of our performances away. Without these people, this wouldn't be possible. And I want to thank Mr. Freitag for being a great friend and guiding me, guiding the band, working with me one-on-one, to make this show happen. So without him, we would have accomplished it, but we got it done a lot faster. And of course, I want to thank my wife and our new son.